Hey guys, welcome back. Got a new project started here. As you can see, you have this grease trap here that I originally added because the pipes were clogging up due to detergent residue. And this is working pretty good, but you still have a lot of residue from the detergent. So yesterday, before I started filming, I started to do this. And what I'm going to do is I am going to break open this concrete here all the way down to the next grease trap here. Now, without knowing that the detergent would clog the lines, and I guess it's because here in Thailand you only use cold water for your washing machine, I installed a 2-inch line, which was more than adequate for the amount of water that was going in. What I should have done is I should have gone with the normal 3 or 4 inch lines that a drain has. So now I'm paying for it. Okay, so the 2-inch pipes that are in there are working adequately. However, from time to time I do have to back flush the pipes with a water hose, add some hot water from time to time to keep the lines clear, or put in a snake and plumber's snake and try to clear the lines. It's just too much work. So I am going to replace those pipes with bigger pipes, and that should take care of the problem. And if they do become clogged, it would be a lot easier to get them cleaned out. So the plan is, because I have other things to do, from time to time, as I get time, break the concrete from grease trap to grease trap, dig out all the sand and dirt and stuff that's there to get to the 2-inch lines, reconnect the drains from the front bathroom, the back bedroom, bathroom, the kitchen, everything back to these lines, and get this thing going again. But I'm not in a hurry. The lines are working just fine. It's just that for my peace of mind and not to create any extra work in the long run, I'm going to replace this with what I should have done in the first place. So that was my fault, my mistake. But at the time, it made sense to me because it was adequate enough to drain the little water that's going through there. You have 2 bathroom sinks, 2 showers, 1 kitchen, 1 washing machine, and that's it. So for that amount of water, I did not feel that I needed bigger pipes. But in hindsight, always, like I said, being 2020, that's what I should have done. So now, a little bit of extra money, a little bit, well, actually a lot of extra work, but that's okay. I'd rather do it now than do it after the final pea gravel finish that will go on this. So I'd rather do it now. Oh yeah, and I have my helper here. He's been digging smelling, trying to eat the rocks. So it'll get done quicker because I have a good assistant or a good supervisor. We'll see. Okay, so we're back at it again. I showed you this already. And as you can see here, I've already started to dig down. And what we have here is, of course, we have the layer of concrete that I broke. And below that, you have sand, which I'm piling up here. And below this, you have dirt. But first, I'm going to go through and do this. I have separated the concrete into two piles, well, three technically. The medium size chunks, the smaller chunks, and over the fence over here, the yet bigger. And those will eventually be buried because this property back here will get about 1 meter of dirt. So there you have it, small, medium, and large across the fence. Going through, taking all the sand out. Then I will come back and take all the dirt out to get down to where the pipes are, so I can cut it out and install some 3-inch pipes and connect to the 2-inch lines that are coming in from the house. And while I'm at it, I think what I'm going to do is, here you have one septic tank, and here you have another septic tank. And what happens during the rainy season, and also the time that they're flooding the rice fields, if you notice, there's the water right there. It's very close to the house. There's the other field there, very close to the house. And they flood these fields and it just oversaturates the ground. And this is very slow to catch up. So I think what I will do is connect the two tanks to help balance them out, because sometimes one is too full and the other one is not. So I think if I connect them, they'll both be at a level that you can continue to use them, or they'll both be 100% full. And that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so here we are, digging and digging and digging. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone ahead and removed the concrete rubble, the sand, and there's the dirt. And there you can see the pipe running to that grease trap. Right here, you'll see a T going off into the bedroom bath, and I will continue digging. I will continue digging until I get to that grease trap there. And what I will have is I will have one more drain pipe coming out somewhere in here, right here by this septic tank. I don't remember if it's on the right or the left of it, but it's right around here. I will find out soon enough. Anyway, once I have uncovered the pipe all the way through, then I can go ahead and put a hole in this grease box here. What we have here is 3 lines. This little one is the one that brings everything out of the kitchen and the washer. Here, the one on the right goes to the outdoor kitchen sink, and the one on the left is the one that you saw over there and runs to the other grease trap. So what I will do is I will here on this side towards the bottom of the box, not all the way to the bottom, but towards the bottom, I will connect the pipe and level it so that it has a little drop down to the grease box over there, but not a big significant drop where it creates a vacuum. Just a nice easy flow. Yesterday I finished digging out all this stuff this way. So what I will do today is Woon is going to help me, and of course we have our faithful assistant DOG. We're going to put a hole through this grease trap here, and then we're going to see what kind of level we need, and I will cut into the cement here to get to that pipe. So I will cut through the cement here so that I can expose this pipe coming from the house, and I can reduce the angle and be able to make the connection to the new pipe at a higher level. Okay, so I've got a hole in here. This pipe is level. It's coming across this way. And what I did is I cut this open. And there goes the pipe. I have to expose that there so that I can bring this pipe here up a little bit so it can drain into that pipe there. Alright, let's make it happen, see how it goes. Okay, so we're done. All we need to do is add some concrete around there. I started filling this thing up and then I remembered about the video. So there's 3 connections and the same thing at the other end down there. I have to add some concrete, but now it's just a matter of adding concrete here, putting this dirt back in there, letting it settle, and put some cement back on top. Okay, so what I did is I went ahead and tied the 2 septic tanks together, because sometimes, because of the saturation of the dirt, because of the rice fields, one tank will be full and the other one won't. So this way they can balance each other out. I'm going to go ahead and cover this here, and then what I need to do is from right here, I need to run pipe out underneath here where my foot is and out that way. And what I'll do is I'll put some rings over there, and it'll catch the overflow. Now those rings will be out here somewhere, about 6 meters, about 6 meters from this fence here. So it'll be plenty away from the house, and plenty, it'll be about 12 meters from the rice field. So that should be more than adequate. These two here have been doing a good job. These two here have been doing a good job. It's just that sometimes during the rainy season, both of them will get full. And then we have a problem. Okay. Let's get some work done and see what happens. Okay guys, here is the final connection between the two tanks and this one here. So underneath here you have the pipe that I showed you before, and here you have an additional pipe coming out. Going through here, I had to cut a hole in the bottom of the fence, and the reason that this hole is so big is because originally I was going to put it over this pipe, but it would put it way too high. It would be way too high. So Woon came up with the idea of putting it underneath, and it worked out very well. Now here is the pipe going out. It'll continue out this way. I'll add more pipe, and somewhere in here there will be a septic ring there. Well, 4 or 5 anyway. There'll be 4 below and 1 above, because this pipe, as you can see, is quite low. So it'll go to the top of the 4th ring, and the 5th ring will be just to bring it above ground. And then here you can see that you can see that bamboo pole there. That is one side of the gate, and the other is over here, down at this other end. And if this 3 rings ever get full, then the truck can back up down this driveway and then pull his hose to this septic ring, pump it out. Okay, let me cover all this up and see what happens. Okay, so everything's been covered. Now all I have to do is, for the next couple of days or so, soak this thing down so everything settles, and then I can put some concrete over that. And here's this thing on the outside. Now what I decided to do is I'm going to take from that point right there, I'm going to take a 45 degree and head on out that way, so that this doesn't end up here in front of this area here, because this is where I am going to cut a gate. This is where I'm going to cut a gate. So I don't want that septic ring to be in front of this thing. It'll be more over there, and the gate is over here. Thanks for watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.
บ๊ายบาย